Namaskar, Abhishek, once again with a new episode in the series Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. In the last episode, Maharshi revealed the fascinating facts regarding Dhan Bhav Phaladhyay Kathan. So he has revealed some techniques when we analyze the second house, then we can apply those fundamental Parashari principles. He blessed us with those techniques. And in the continuous manner, he is going, so on, so forth, and revealing each house's Phaladhyaya. In today's episode, Maharshi will reveal some fascinating techniques for third house, Sahaj Bhav. So Maharshi called is this adhyay, this chapter, as a Sahaj Bhav Phaladhyaya. So Sahaj Bhav Phaladhyaya is the chapter 15 in the Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. And that chapter is subject of our episode today. We will follow Mahaguru and we will see, we will watch what Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar is going to explain, is going to reveal regarding Sahaj Bhav to Maitreya. Maharshi has given some indication about the significations of the third house in Bhav Viveka Adhyaya. Maharshi said there, if I can recall for you, because we are going to analyze that Bhav. So it's very important to recall that verse. Maharshi said about the third house. Vikramam bhrite bhratradi cha upades prayanakam pitrorvair maranam vigyo duschitvayacha nirichaye. So Maharshi said it's a Vikramam Bhav. It's a Bhav of Parakarma. It's a Bhav of courage and valor. And it's a Bhav of Bhriti and Bhratri, servants and your Sahodar, your Sahaj, your brothers, your siblings. That's why Maharshi is picking up this word to give title of this Adhyaya, Sahaj Bhav Phaladhyaya. So many significations from this houses. Maharshi said it's a Bhav of Upadesh also. Cha Upadesh Prayanakam. It's a Bhav of Upadesh. So personal bhakti. Bhakti at the personal level. The Upadesh, including Upadesh also. Sermon. Then Maharshi adds some more significations to this house to provide this understanding how important this Bhav is. He's saying, Pitror vai maranam vikyo. So the death of the father, that is also coming out from. That indication also coming out from. This Bhav is also signifying like second house is one eyes, left eyes. That is left ear. And 11 is the right ear. It also gives you signification of the throat. About your bahu, your hand. Courage and valor, Maharshi said. This Bhav is also talking about your dreams. This bhav will give you understanding. This bhav is the significator of the wandering power. How you go outside and do the parakram, the wandering power. This bhav is also talking about that. This bhav, Kalidas said in Uttar Kalam, is the abode of the God soldier, where the God soldier reside. It has great significations. It will provide you signification of the war also. It will provide you signification of the pilgrim also. It will provide you signification of the road also. Many significations. It's a very important part. This is the first house of the Kamtrika. First house of the Kam Trikon, then Parakarma is coming. If you want something, then you have to do the courage. And if you will do the courage, then your luck will support you. That's why the seventh house is the ninth, the Bhagyasthan. So the courage is linked with the destiny. So this axis, 3-9 axis, is the fate and free will axis. So astrology is not mere belief on destiny. It is also talking about the courage. And courage is the link with the destiny. This is the basic fundamental principles of the astrology. It's a misconception. People are thinking like that. If thinking like that. So this is the bhav. So Maharshi Parashara will talk about in this episode about the Sahaj Bhav Phala Adhyaya. Before following the footprints of Mahaguru, Maharshi Parashara, usually we go to Adi Guru, Guru of the Gurus, Sri Mahadev, pray him, take his permission, and then follow the footprints of Maharshi Parashara. Let's come together. Let's pray. Om Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaye Bhasmangaragaya Maheswaraye Nityaya Suddhaya Digambaraye Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. After paying our sincere tribute in the lotus feet of Adi Guru, now we are ready to follow the footprints of Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara and dive down into the Mahaguru Vakya, what Maharshi Parashara is going to reveal today. So let's come in the first verse, very first verse, what Maharshi Parashara is saying. Atha Sahaj Bhav Phaladhyayah Atha Vikram Bhavasya Phalam Pravakshami Bhodvija Sahaje Saumya Yugadriste Bhratri Manavikrami Naraha. That is the declaration of Maharshi about this adhyay, about this chapter. He is saying, He Dvij, He Brahman Shrestha, He Maitre. He is addressing to Maitre. Now I am going to tell you about the phala, about the result of third house, Vikram Bhavasya, Vikram Bhav, third house. Let us listen to it carefully. Sahaje Saumya Yug Driste. Sahaje, third house. If in the third house benefic influence is there, if benefic aspect is there, if benefic planet is posited there, somehow if effect of benefic planet is on the third house, then the native, that Vikramina, that courageous native will be having sibling, will be having sahodar. So this is a this is not only about the being a sibling, this is also revealing the characteristics of the native, that native will be the Vikrami Nara, Parakarmi, courageous Nara. Now in the second verse, Maharshi is giving us more. Sabhamo bhratribhaveso bhratribhavam prapasyati bhratri kshetra gato vapi bhratri saukyam vinirdisaye. Now he is talking about the Mangal Dev, Bhaumo, Mars, and the Bhratri Bhaves. So the dispositor of the third house. So you have to think about these two characters, Mangal Dev, because Mars is the Karak for the third house. That's why Mars is in the consideration here. And the dispositor is always in the consideration, as Parashara has already, Mahaguru has already given us this instruction in the past episodes, past adhyayas, previous adhyayas. If third lord, the dispositor of the third house, or the Mangal Dev, the Karak significator of the third house, is aspecting the third house, prapasyati, seeing the third house. Pasyati means seeing, aspecting the third house, or posited there, Bhratri Kshetra Gato Va Api, either aspect on the third house, or these two, dispositor and the Mars, is posited in the third house. Then Bhratri Saukyam be nirdisayet. So he Maitre, in that case, you do this Falkatha. This native will have comfort from his sibling, from his brother. This is the revelation. This is the revelation of Maharishi Parashara in view of the significator of the third house, Mangal Dev, and the dispositor of the third house that depends upon the native to native, chart to chart. Now Maharshi is going to give more combinations, more revelations. Let's come in third house. Pap yoge na tau पाप क्षेत्र योगेन वा पुनः उत्पाट्य सहजान सद्यो निहंतारौ न संशयः. He's saying, she's talking about two main characters. The first is Sahajes. Sahajes means Lord of the third house. So the first character is the dispositor of the third house, the Lord of the third house. And the second one is Mangal Dev, Mars, significator of the third house. So you have to think about these two, dispositor of the third house and the significator of the third house. If both are influenced with the malefics, either posited with the malefic or aspected by the malefic, or they are in the malefic sign, anemical sign, malefic sign here, then sadhyo nirhantarau na sansayah. So that will, this native will destroy, this native will destroy the sahoda, the siblings. Here destroy has many meanings. It will change case by case basis. That's why Mahasi is saying always, Maitreya, use your brain also. I'm giving you framework. This is the framework as per Desh, Kal and Patra. You apply this one. Not blindly go with one stick. So this combination will give you some maleficency if the significator is in the malefic influence, if the dispositor is in the malefic influence, either due to the position or due to the aspect or due to the participation in the malefic yogas. So in that case, the condition, the avastha of the dispositor and the significator of the third house, Mangaldev and the dispositor, whosoever, third lord, if that avastha is not good, if they are pidit, then definitely that is not good for the third house significations. And in this case, Maharshi Parashara is saying the native will destroy the sibling. That's not good for the sibling. Now Maharshi is going to bless us more in the verse 4 with more revelations. स्त्री ग्रहो भ्रातृ भावे सह स्त्री ग्रहो भ्रातृ भावगः भगिनी स्यात् तथा भ्राता पुंगृहे पुंग्रहो यदि. That's a very good basic fundamental principle he is putting forward. He is saying, if in the third house, in Sahaj Bhav, in third house is the Sahaj Bhav, there is a female planet is posited there. You know the gender of the planet in Grah Gun Swarupadhyaya, he told in full swing. You go and watch again if you want. So he is saying, if female planet is posited in the third house, or if the dispositor of the third house is influenced, aspected, or posited, or anyway influenced with the female planets, if I'm saying anyway, means yogas and all. Here nothing vague, everything is crystal clear. You are thinking about the condition of Bhave's dispositor, that planet, but think about in which sign he is posited. If it is his own sign, or exaltation sign, or debilitation sign, or anemical sign, think about the conjunction, if it is conjunct with friend, if it is conjunct with enemy, if it is conjunct with neutral. Think about the aspect, if it is aspected by the benefics or malefics. Think about the yogas, if it is involving in some yogas. In this way, you will get the understanding about the condition of the bhaves. So in this case, he is saying bhaves, the dispositor, third lord, is in the influence with the female planet, and third house also is in the influence with the female planet. In that case, native will have more sisters than brothers. More sisters than brothers. And this is true if the same thing happening with the male planets. If the male planet is posited in the third house, and the dispositor also influenced with the male planets in a similar manner, then native will have more brother than sisters. And if both the male and female planets is in the equally affecting third lord and the third house, then Nati will have both. He will get comfort from both brother and sister equally. So this is the revelation of Maharshi Parashara. Now, in the in the fifth verse, what Maharshi Parashara is coming. Look. Misre misr phalam vachyam balavalam vi nirayat mritau pujatri tiyesau sahodar vinasakau. Now he is talking about the Sahodar Vinas. Vinas Karak, destroyer of the Sahodar. That combination that will give you reflection about this. He's saying if the Mangal Dev, Mars, he's talking very much about the Mars because Mars is the significator, Karak of the third. If the Mangal Dev, the Karak, the significator of the third house, or the Tritiyes, the third lord, if they are posited in the eighth house, here Mrityo, he is talking about earth house in the Sanket Bhav. He is talking about earth house. He is calling earth house Mrityo because it's the house of death. So if the third lord and the Mars posited in the Mritbha, third house, then this combination will give reflection about the destruction of the Sahodar by the native. Destruction has many meaning, but it has negative meaning only in this case. Depends upon the intensity of the position of Mars and third lord. And we need to check the balas from the various techniques. But as a basic framework, Maharshi Parashara has providing here, if the significator and the dispositor of the third house, Mangal Dev and the third lord, is in the eighth house, then that's not good for the siblings. That is the Sahodar Vinasako. This is the combination. Now he is blessing us with the more techniques, principles. Kendra Trikonage Vapi Swaucha Mitra Swavargaje Karake Sahaje Seva Bhratri Sakyam Vinirdesaye Vinirdiset. So you have to give this direction here, Maitre, to the native. If he picked two, Mangal, Mars, the significator, and the third lord, dispositor. If this Mars and the third lord, they are in the Kendraj and Trikonas, or they are in the exaltation, they are exalted, or in the same house, or in the friend sign, or in the friends Vargas, Swa Ucha Mitra Swa Varga. So own sign, exaltation, friend sign, own Vargas, or this sort of placement, if Mars and third lord will have, then native will get comfort, sukh from Sahodar, sukh from sibling. Bhratri Sakyam Vinirdisyet. So this is the command, this is the advice, this is the instruction of Mahaguru Maharshi. He is blessing us with the techniques. And now he is going again with the next verse. In the verse number 7, he is coming with more combinations. Let's come along. भातृभी बुध संयुक्ते तादि से चंद्र संयुते कारके मंद संयुते भगीनयेगाग्रतो भवे. It's a very beautiful combination, and you have to find out in the specific chart that will give you a very good understanding. The combination starts like Mercury, Buddha. So Mercury is in the third house, and the third lord is conjunct with moon. ती देसे चंद्र संयुतो, ती देसे, ta dise, apologies, ta dise chandra sanyute. So third lord is conjunct with moon, and Mercury is in the third house. He is not stopping here, and he is saying karake mand sanyukte. So the Bhratri Karak, Mangaldev, is Manda Sanyute, is with the Saturn. Then what will happen? So you remember this combination. Just imagine. Mercury is in the third, and the third lord with the moon, and the Mars with the Saturn. This is the combination in the chart. Then this native will have one elder sister and will have one younger brother. But the third sibling might die at the time of the birth. So this is the combination. This is the revelation. From the chart itself, you can understand what is happening. That is the Hora. Understanding Hora is just like understanding the divine cosmic play of Lord Shiva. Now Maharshi is blessing with the next verse. In verse number 8. पश्चात सहोदराप्येका स्त्रीतियस्तु मृतो भवे कारके राहु संयुक्ते सहजे से तु नीच गे. Now inauspicious combination he is talking about. He is talking about if the Bhratri Karak, Mars, is Rahu Sanyukte. He is conjunct with Rahu, Yukt with Rahu, and the third lord. Third lord, he is saying, Sah Jese tu Nichage. So third lord is debilitated. So these two combinations, the Mars is with the Rahu and the third lord of the chart is debilitated. In this case, native might not have any younger sibling. He got a eldest sibling only, and Marcy is fixing the number here. He's saying 3. Purvam tu tat trayam vadet. So 3 elder siblings, but no younger siblings at all in this case. This is the revelation of Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara. This is the reflection. This is the findings, divine findings from the contemplation, and he is claiming all the time what he learned from Brahma himself directly. He's revealing. So this is a revelation. This is a divine revelation. So this is above the intellect. Like Krishna said, mind is more powerful than senses, and intellect is buddhi is more powerful than mind, mana, and the soul is more powerful than intellect, buddhi. So Maharshi is operating at that level, beyond the intellect. So if you are applying your buddhi and finding the logic, then maybe you can find something. Now in the next verse number 9, Maharshi is again coming up with the combinations related to the third house. Paschat sahodara abhavam purvam tu tat yatram bade भ्रातृस्थानाधिपते केन्द्रे कारके कारके tat trikonage. Now he is saying, if the Sahajes means the third lord is in the Kendra, is in 1, 4, 7 and 10 house. And the Bhratri Karak, the Mangal Dev, is in the Trikon from the third lord. So he is in the Trikon from the third lord, 159. And he is Bhratri Asthan Dhipate Kendra. So now he is coming up with the next. He started like next that we have already dealt. So now I will go for the next verse, because he is talking about the Jupiter. So he's coming like that. I'm just going that one, then I will explain. Jeevena sahite chochache cha uchye geyaye dvadasa sodharaha tatra jyeshtha duyam tadwijataka chatriyakam. He's not stopping here. I'm covering the next verse 11, and then we'll try to understand what Maharshi is revealing here. Saptamam nabamam chaiva dvadasam chamritam bade sesaha sahodaraha sada vaibhave ayur dirgha jivana. So I'm starting from there, the revelation. So he was saying the Sahajes, the third lord, is in the Kendra, 1, 4, 7 and 10. And the Bhratri Karak Graha, Mars in this case, Bhratri Karak, he's very tricky here. And that Bhratri Karak Graha, significator of the third house, is in the Trikon from the third lord. And Guru, Jupiter, is with the significator and exalted. That's a very rare combination. Jupiter is with the significator of the third lord, third house, and Jupiter is exalted. Where Jupiter is exalted? Jupiter is exalted in the Cancer. So your Jupiter has to be in the Cancer, and Mars is with Jupiter. So Mars is debilitated in the Cancer. Look at the combination. Jupiter is exalted and Mars is debilitated. And the third lord is in the Kendra and Mars is in the Trikona with the third lord. Understand the combination. It's a rare combination. If that rare combination is happening, then native will have 12 siblings. He's saying Dwadas Sahodara. Dwadas, 12 Sahodar. 12 siblings native will have. I just read along because he's interlinked with these verses in a one go here. They are not separate. Now he's saying out of that 12, he's saying the Saptamam, Navamam Chaiva Dwadasam Cha Mritya Vadet. He's talking about the longevity of the Sesa Sahodara Sad Drigha Jivanam. So now he is giving a revelation out of that 12. That native has two elder one. So the elder, he is talking about the elder one. So the second one and the third one and the seventh one and the ninth one and the 11th one. So he's talking about second, third, seventh, ninth, 11th. Second means here I'm talking about just like a two. So two elder. So he's talking about the six. He's talking about the six. So two elders, and the third and seventh and ninth and 11th. So it's a six sahodar, six siblings, six brothers. They will have short longevity, and the rest have longer longevity. So he's talking about the longevity of the native. Why this mixed result is happening? Because the debilitation of the Karak and the exaltation of the Karak also. He is also Karak, Jupiter, or the elder brother. But in that case, in the Cancer, when Jupiter is exalted and Mars is debilitated, then that is the Nij Bhang also of the Mars. But that is not only one of the. This is only one of the condition of these combinations. Here, that Mars has to be in the Trikona from the third lord, and third lord has to be in the Kendra. So this is the very special combinations. In that combination, that it will have 12 brothers, 12 siblings, he is saying, not especially brothers. And out of 12 siblings, 6 has short longevity and 5 have 6 has short longevity and 6 has longer longevity, Alpayu and Drigayu. And who will get longer longevity and who will get shorter longevity? That indication Maharshi is giving. For longevity calculation, for Ayur Vichar, that's one of the separate, very complex and very important aspects of this divine science. Maharshi will come in full detail in next chapters. Then we will go in full detail when Maharshi will bless us. Now in the 12th verse, Maharshi is providing some more insight. व्यये सेना युतो भौमो गुरुना सहितो अपि वा भ्रातृभावे स्थिते चंद्रे सप्त संख्यास्तु सहोदराः. Now he is giving the combination. He is saying Vyaya Sena. So who is the Vyaya Sena? The 12th Lord. So Vyaya Sena Yuto Bhaumo. Who is Bhaumo? Mars. So Mars is in the conjunction with the 12th Lord. So you take Mars and 12th Lord in the consideration and look at if they are conjunct. Or he is saying Va, Guruna Sahito Apiva. Or he is saying Guruna, Guru. So if it is conjunct with that Mars is conjunct with the 12th Lord or the Guru, Jupiter, Mars will be the remain same. Either it is conjunct with the Jupiter or it is conjunct with the 12th Lord. That is the first condition in the first line. So first line giving you the first condition. Vyaya sena yuto bhaumo guru na sahito va api. Sahito api. So that is the first condition. Then in the next line, he is saying Bhratri bhave site chandra. So the Chandrama, the moon, is in the third house. Moon is in the third house. And moon is aspected by that moon which is posited in the third house, aspected by the male planets. Male planets means Sun, Jupiter, Mars, for example. In that case, native will have Sahodar, brother. In this case, native get a chances of having brother. Or if it is aspected that Chandrama is aspected by the Venus, then native will have sister. So this combination, you think about the Mangal Dev. If Mangal Dev is conjunct with the 12th Lord or conjunct with the Gurudev, Jupiter, that is the first condition. Then you go for the second one. Moon is in the third house, and if the male planets are aspecting the moon, then the native will get brother. And if the female planet means Jupiter is aspecting the moon, then native will get sister. So through the chart of a native, you can figure it out for the sibling, upcoming sibling of the native. In this way. This is the very broad, very high level Parashara principle he is discussing. And when this Granth will complete, then all the principles all together you have to apply and do the superimposition to reach out the real reflections. And in that case also you need the blessings of Mahaprabhu. Now in the 13th, what Mahasi Parashara is saying. He is blessing with next technique in 13th. Sahaja bhrataro geyaha sukriyukte chite anyatha agre jatam ravirhanti priste jatam sanaischaraha. Very beautifully he is putting forward this technique. He's saying, now in previous verse he put moon in the third house, Now he is playing with the sun. Now he is putting sun in the third house. So sun is posited in the third house. Sun is posited in the third house. And so that sun, that's the king of the planetary cabinet, the cruel sun. He is a cruel planet, separative planet, and sitting in the Sahaj Bhav there. So in that case, it's an inauspicious combination for the elder brother of the native if the sun is posited in the third. And now that's why he said, Agre Jatam Ravir Hanti. Ravir Hanti. So vinas of the destruction of the inauspicious miseries for the natives, elder brother. And now play with the Saturn now. You put sun, and now think about Parashar, Maharshi Parashar, great Guru is saying, if the Saturn is posited in the third house, then he's saying, in case of sun, Agre, and in case of Saturn, he's saying Priste. So the younger brother of the native, that is inauspicious, that will destroy the younger brother of the native. That is not good for the younger brother of the native. Even if younger brother is not allowed to have younger brother, it can also be happen. It depends upon the intensity and the other factors. So if sun is there, not good for elder brother. If Saturn is there, not good for younger brother. Now he is putting the significator Mars there. So Mars, what Mars is doing? Dhara Suta, he's saying. For Dhara Suta, he is saying Agrajam Prishtajam Hanti. He will destroy the both. He is not good for both. Although he is significator of the house. But if he is posited there, then he will create problem for the elder brother as well as the younger brother. So these planets are not good as far as the younger brother and elder brother of the native is concerned. He captured in this way the sun, the king, and the Mars, the commander, the Karak, the significator, and the Sunny, the servant of the cabinet, in this manner. And in case of moon, it depends upon the aspect how moon is behaving there. Now, he is closing off, he is summing up in the 15th, in the last ones. Esam vipraha yoga nam bala nirnaya bratri nam bhagini nam vajatakyasya phalam bade. So he's saying, before going into that one, but think about that the significator Mars. If Mars is the lord of the third house also, and sitting in the posited in the house, then he is not going to harm that much. Because Lord is caring. Whosoever, even bad people also keep their house clean and in order. And Mars is the commander. Mars is not a bad. Mars is commander, malefic, more energy. That's it. The passion is the Mars. Now, in the 15th verse, he is directing Maitreya. He is saying, you see the balabal, strength and weakness of these yogas. Balabalam. So yoga nam balabalam. So think about the strength and weakness, the intensity of these yogas. Not to go like that straight away without having thought. Analysis is important. Mahasi is giving this instruction to his student. And then you do the subha subh phal kathan, auspicious and inauspicious prediction, phal kathan, for brothers or sisters. So this is the direction of Mahaguru. Mahaguru is giving the framework, and Mahaguru is saying, I'm giving you the framework, the basic fundamental framework. This is the basic framework. You have to work in this framework, but you have to think about the yogas, the balabal, strength and weakness, intensity of the balas, and apply accordingly, and then give the phalkathan. This is the instruction of Mahaguru. This is the advice of Mahaguru. So in this way, we have completed this Sahaj Bhav Phaladhyaya. And we are blessed Maharshi has revealed 15 Parashari principles related to third house, Sahaj Bhav. That would be very helpful when we will do the workshop, when we will apply these principles in any chart. Thank you very much for watching. In the end, I will pray for you and pray for everybody. Asuto ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.